There's a damn raccoon again. Already knocked my bike over.
My name is Michael LADDEN. After visiting over 120 countries on 5 continents, I made the bold decision to sell all of my possessions and become a full-time nomad more than 4 years ago. Currently, I am traveling in my self-built ex-Army overland expedition truck, complete with a KTM motorbike, bicycles, kayak, a one-wheel, and all the essentials needed to explore this incredible planet we call home. Join me as I share my adventures and stories from around the world.
Ramen.
Ramen chicken flavored, but
Chicken
what goes
flavored.
with chicken though?
Tuna, of course,
Yeah.
right? Come on.
Bon dia! We're just about to start day 8. Had a fantastic ride yesterday along the coastline. Simply gorgeous. Part of our cultural history, people immersion into Baja Mexico that happens to be done on a bicycle. We've slept in this little beautiful cove along the Sea of Cortez that was fantastic. And now we're about ready to continue south, headed towards Los Barrilos.
All right, we're going to do a Q&A on a bunch of stuff that you guys have asked about, but one of the things I decided I'd just put right here in the video, make it easier, is what are we shooting this entire adventure with? So basically, unlike when I'm on my truck where I've got bigger things like the big Mavic drone and Lumix cameras and stuff, bikepacking is a different breed because we have to be a little bit light. If you remember at the beginning, my bike is about 117 pounds. My camera gear weighs about 14, 15 pounds total. So obviously that's sort of a good percentage of the weight that I'm carrying. However, all of this stuff is small. We're shooting this entire operation with an Insta360, which is a 360-degree camera. I've got 2 GoPros, a GoPro 12 and a GoPro 11. One of them you can see mounted on my bike here is facing me so I can talk to it. The other one is over here facing forward. I am using a drone, and instead of bringing my big one, we've got the little baby here, and this is an old Mini 2. So it's sort of not super fancy, but it gets the job done, and it is super light. We are shooting with 2 iPhones, Eric's iPhone, which is a iPhone 13, and mine, which is an iPhone 15, which mounts basically right here on my handlebars. So I've kind of got a cockpit if you will. I've got a backup iPhone in case something happens, but that's really to run the drone. We are navigating with a Hammerhead Karoo 2. And down here you can see hanging is my Garmin InReach. So that's our satellite communicator for on board. So that's sort of my cockpit, if you will. And that's what we're shooting the video with. Oh, good morning, Baja. Nothing like an early morning hill to wake up.
Bon dia, Mr. Baca. How are you?
I see some cows down there on the beach.
Oh, it's the first Baca we've seen on this section.
We're back to cow country. We could be in for some sand today, looks like. This is where Eric's choice of the thinner tires becomes a little bit suspect. Like, we met a rider yesterday and she, you know, maybe she's total bike weight and her is like 180 pounds, you know? And then you're talking about something that's not quite double, but a hell of a lot more.
Well, in my case, when we had to fully load unknown destinations for resupply, I was up with bike and body 350.
That's right. So 350 pounds. It's like last year we talked about the algorithm between speed and water and how much agua you could carry. And the problem is the more agua you carry, the heavier you are, the slower you are. Well, we were struggling with making it through long resupply sections that, you know, there's just nothing out there. But this year we've determined our new algorithm is, it's like surface area of the tire per weight, I think. And my bike seems to handle both the sand and rocks far better. The only disadvantage I have is those short little sections of pavement. This bike is like a complete and total cow. We talk about this in the truck world. You can't, there's no such thing as the perfect overland vehicle. You know, I don't think there's a perfect bicycle for anything either. This is the alternative Baja Divide YouTube channel. If you want to see how normal people, we'll call us the non-superheroes, as we make our way, looks like ahead, I see power lines for the first time. Looks like we're probably coming into a little village called Pescadero, which is north of Los Barriles, if I had to take a guess. The sign here says Boca del Alano. This is where it looks like the most northern point that the road is maintained and graded on the East Cape side. So we've just hit the what I would call a more graded road, and looks like a little, probably a little fishing village. This is also the point at which the power lines end. So kind of explained, I guess, why the last section was so remote.
Hasta. Aquí, aquí. Aquí, mi amigo. Aquí. Row. Aquí.
They're like, I don't know. You don't got no carrots.
Howdy, guys.
Hola, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
Everything good?
Very good, thank you.
Okay. Trying to meet a burro. I'll take a picture of this beautiful burro. Yeah, burro. It's so beautiful.
Hola.
How are you doing?
Yeah, well, hard but enjoying.
Good. That's how good.
Yeah.
Yes, likewise. Where'd you come from today?
Los Barriles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where we're heading towards anyways.
Okay.
Are you doing the whole tape? What do you do? Where are you going?
I just started in Canada and I'm doing all Mexico and Central America.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I mostly take roads
Yep.
because my tires are not so wide, but I want you to do this. It's kind of a bit of a challenge. And
Up, if you follow this all the way up to that, it's beautiful.
oh, nice.
Absolutely
I know it's
beautiful.
going to be a big 20 degrees uphill, but
Yeah,
it's
I tried to give you guys some flavor of we're not, Eric and I are not the only crazy ones out here on bicycles. We probably passed about, I don't know, maybe not too many this trip so far, maybe 6 or 8 cyclists. But what amazes me is, you know, we think we're having it rough doing whatever 250 miles around the southern tip of Baja, where many of these guys are riding from Alaska down to Argentina or around Mexico, or, you know, some of them even spend years on a bicycle, and a lot of them even solo. And I gotta tell you, I don't really even have an interest in doing kind of short trips solo. It's just, I don't know. Not that I mean, I like to spend time by myself, but I don't know. It'll get a little weird out there. It's much better with somebody. At least that's how I feel. But I'll tell you, the vast majority of people we pass are solo. Both men and women. It's different. All right, we just came into a little town called El Cardinal, and as you can see, the road going that way is paved to Los Barriles. Of course, you know the Baja Divide. We're not going that way, so we're gonna go that way, which I'm imagining is along the beach and dirt. There's Punta Pescadero, and there's an airstrip right here. A big house. Maybe it's theirs. That's a paved airstrip. Nothing like a flat, easy day, huh? Making our way down from El Cardinal towards Los Barriles. Welcome to the East Cape. It is back to sandy roads, white sand. Eric is starting to struggle a little bit with his not as fat tires. And we've entered what I like to call Gringolandia here. There goes the Range Rover. Yeah, you've probably heard me talk about it before. I'm not a big fan of side-by-sides, and this area is full of them for sure. And we've got power lines. As soon as you see power lines, you know it's potentially going to turn into Gringolandia. Anyways, we are enjoying the super overcast skies today, because I tell you what, it's a little humid running the coastline here, and if it was sunny, it would be a tough slog. So enjoying the weather. All right, we're rolling into Los Barriles now on the East Cape. This is busy traffic. It's still dirt road, but it's Gringolandia. As you can see, cars and trucks and people.
Too many side-by-sides.
A lot of side-by-sides, quads, people, something that we're not used to over the last week or so. So what time is it? It's only at noon time, so likely we're gonna make some decisions here. We've got about 35 miles from here to Los Frailes, where my truck is. So it's just deciding whether we do it tomorrow or we do some today or what. Well, may have to have that over a burrito.
Right.
All right, quick bite here at Lazy Days in Los Barriles before we push onward. Wow. You think we should be probably taking in more salt? Look at how much salt is on Eric's pants. Show us the other side. Oh, yeah. And I don't know, we haven't really mentioned to date yet, but I don't know if you guys noticed that the whole trip he's been wearing what I call the Bob Barker.
For that casual look.
It's got the cashmere sweater, sort of supposedly merino wool, but the cuffs. I mean the cuffs.
It says fine stitching.
All right, we have left Los Oriles, and we are making our way through a little town called Buena Vista right now. Right along the Sea of Cortez is off to my left, and we're going to be going down into La Ribera. And La Ribera is right now known for some pretty rapid growth. They are building a huge Four Seasons there. Look at this, all palm trees. They've been bringing in palm trees. All right, we're coming into the Hotelito Hacienda de Palmas. This is where we stayed last year for the final night. And we're gonna do it again. Tradition, that's what we call it. La Ribera. We are here. Woo! Oh boy.
I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. And did you know you can join for as low as $5 a month for exclusive behind the scenes Drive the Globe content? Thanks for joining me today. I really hope that you liked this video. And if you did, give a big thumbs up. Please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.